Getting the first pick.
Get three, Pyro! Get three with the
Void Kid putting on a clinic. Whole team's down. Oh!
Experience tranquility.
Let's drop the beat.
And welcome back to the BeatDrop! Woo! I'm your host, Gizmo Charmander, along with my co-host, Captain Jack. How are you tonight, Captain?
That's me. I'm here, doing things like usual, because I never leave. Existence is frightening.
Yeah, you let me have a break, but since you're doing all the recordings, I couldn't do the same for you, unfortunately.
Yep,
but
only
okay.
a few more. Only
it's
a few
okay.
more.
Hey, it got you a beautiful award. You know,
No.
you were selected as the best podcaster this season,
no.
and I no one can disagree with that.
We spent enough time talking about that in the Discord, in the Discord video, so we're not going to talk about that anymore on this one. So
Fair enough. I wasn't there for that one, so I didn't know.
Yep,
but
no
anyways,
worries.
Tonight we have our award winners from the Transcendence tier.
that is true.
And some of y'all have been on the BeatDrop before, and some of you not. So for those of you who are returned, welcome back. And for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. Why don't you guys go ahead and introduce yourselves, and we'll just start from the top. Just say your name, your team, and your favorite character voice line. Starting with you, Rob.
So I'm Robe. I'm from Orbit. Character voice line.
Yep.
That's a hard one. A Torb one. I don't know. Just any Torb one. Let's say.
Don't get your beard stuck in the litter box.
Yeah, just any.
In the litter box?
Yeah, that's what he says.
I'm pretty sure it's litter box.
Yeah,
like
I'm pretty
the
sure it's
mailbox.
letterbox.
Is it litter?
Yeah,
I always
it's
hear litter.
I always
hear litter.
That's debatable.
I
That
am
would be
disappointed it's not bingo though.
that would be so gross. Oh my god! Don't get your
Well,
beard
you know, I'm
stuck in
just
the
thinking
litter
because Rig
box.
does have a cat, so it makes sense.
Well, yeah, I guess that would make sense. I just don't know how you'd get it stuck in a litter box. That's some.
Hey,
that's some
he's short enough
intense
in my
excrement right there.
long beard. Man. Anyways, all right, Mirage.
My name is Mirage. I'm from Otaku. My favorite voice lines probably has to be McCree's "Buckle Up" voice line.
Nice.
Buckle up or whatever. I can't do it. But
It's good enough.
No worries.
All right.
All right, I'm Azalea. I'm from Orbit. I think my favorite voice line's probably "Children Behave" from Ana because, dude, have you ever played Overwatch?
Yes, I have.
Oh yeah.
I'm preferential to shh. The adults are talking.
Shh.
Also a good one.
All right, Balake.
Hello, I am Blake. I played for Orbit, and my favorite voice line is "I dreamt I was a butterfly" from Zen, because Zen is pretty cool, and this voice line seems very majestic.
Indeed, it does. Could you imagine if he had like an emote that turned his hands into like butterfly wings?
So that's. Okay, I know they don't watch, but Jeff from the Overwatch team, that's your next goal is to find a skin where he has butterfly wings.
Exactly. Then Zen could be a butterfly. I'm just saying. Then it's not a dream anymore.
All right, Blair.
So I'm Blur. I was on Otaku, and I'd say my two favorite. I have like two, probably a tie for catchphrase on Ryan, and then can't stop, won't stop on Lucio, because my brother used to play Lucio, and he would just spam that voice line while wall riding all around.
Can I just say, I've been waiting for someone to say catchphrase this whole season of BeatDrop. like catchphrase and beer are my two favorite, hands down, just because of the emphasis.
No, but you can't do beer by itself though. You have to do the honor, justice, beer.
No, there's another one. It's like go get me beer.
I don't know that one, but
there's also fetch me another beer.
Yeah, that's it. Fetch me another beer. Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
That was my old combo. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, and Spacefire.
If we're gonna lead right into me, so I'm Spacefire. I'm the coach I coach Requiem during the season. I am now formally of them. I now am of F-Ray Scarlet, but they're not in this league, so we're not focused on that.
No worries.
And I have a few. All right, so my Reinhardt go-to is come here. When I'm just swinging on, because I do a flank cart. I am a flank cart through and through, especially in pugs.
Spacefire and me are gonna get along tonight.
So this is why Reinhardt has the best voice lines, because you can go, "Come here, you chicken?"
No. It's more ominous. It's like, "Come here," like he's about to. He's a slasher. All right, I have two Winston ones. So my common one that I have bound to my M4, which I have pissed so many a Mercy main off with, is I just spam sorry about that as I dive right in on their backline.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry about that.
Oh
And then my
my
next
God.
one is can't keep a good ape down, because it's a very good euphemism. I like it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's me. I like the ones where I inspire fear in my enemies and tilt them.
All right.
True that.
We do want to let everybody know that there's one that's going to be joining us late eventually, and there's one that is not attending with us tonight. Main tank recipient of the end of season awards, Yeeter from Pogfish, will not be joining us this evening.
He's busy in your backline.
Yeah, Yeeter's already busy in the backline and looking to ruin this video, so don't worry about that. And then off-tank Sebs from Requiem is going to be joining us. Apparently, Sebs had to take a bath. Stinky boy.
No. Yeah, that was a mistype.
I know. It's a
okay,
joke.
my bad.
You
I
ruined
moved up.
Spacefire. You ruined the joke. Oh,
I think I added to it personally.
No, he did say he was too stinky, so I don't know.
Yeah, he did say he was too stinky. So, all right. So, this first question, I didn't really outline it, Gizmo, but we're looking at their entire past for this. So, why don't you go ahead and start us off with the first question?
Okay, so since you guys are clearly in Overwatch and been playing for a while, people would like to know probably, where was the beginning of your gaming history? Like, what was your first game you started on? Like, what got you to be a gamer and led to you coming into Trank? And we'll start with Robe and roll down the list.
Okay. So like first game like ever?
Yep.
Yeah, the history of your gaming career.
Oh god, I don't even know. It was probably like Pokemon Emerald or something.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's not that. I mean, we're not talking that long ago then.
No, not that long ago. Okay.
Hey, at least it was like the best generation. And
Yeah.
anyway, and I got Charmander in my name. Anyone could fight me on that. And I'm not just
mean-
being biased because I'm an Emerald.
No.
gen.
Actually, 4th gen is okay. Just not 5th. If you're 5th,
No,
you're...
5th is
It's
garbage.
gross. It's
Okay,
gross.
you two are awesome.
I mean, I'm a first genner, so whatever.
I mean, so am I. but-
Boomer alert.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
boomers. Yeah, two boomers. Yeah.
PC wise, I don't know. I was always console, dweeb, and then
Whoa!
Yeah. Hold the phone. You got two people who play on console still. So.
Well, okay. That's okay.
I mean, I play on
People
PC
make
now
fun
as
of us all the
well.
time.
Yeah, I mean, and then I got my first PC like 6 years ago, 5 or something, and I because I really want to play like Counter-Strike and everything. So I have a lot of hours in Counter-Strike, and then Overwatch came out a little bit after, and then I started right away on that. And I don't know, it's kind of been off and on with Overwatch though.
Yeah, that's how that story usually goes.
Yeah.
So what brought you to Tranquility?
So we started our because I'm on a collegiate team also, and then it was pretty much just the 6 of us just wanted more like tournaments to go to and everything and just participate in. And I think Nolan Shinobu found this, found Trank, and so we started last year.
Nice.
And then yeah, we're still going.
Nice.
All right, Mirage.
The first game I ever played is probably same as Robe. I was playing Pokemon, but I think it was like gold or silver because my cousin gave me like his old copy from a long time ago. So, and I don't know, I just played that a lot, and then I played on console for a while. Played Overwatch on console, and I got a PC like a few years ago. I didn't go straight to Overwatch. I went to Counter-Strike first and like learned how to use like a mouse and keyboard, and then I started playing Overwatch on PC. And as far as like Trank, I mean, I wasn't familiar with Trank before this past past preseason. I've mostly played in open division, and then I think Blur's team picked me up, and then I found out about Trank, and so far I'm pretty glad I have played in it.
All right.
We're definitely glad to have you.
Sure.
Sure.
You just exude enthusiasm,
Toxic.
Gizmo, I swear.
Actually toxic.
All right, Azalea.
I don't remember what like my first game ever was, but my online competitive gaming, if you can call it that, started with World of Warcraft. I guess more of a online team-based competitive gaming.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I was a mythic raider, so we competed against other teams for killing bosses first.
Cool. I have no idea what that means.
Because it's all PvE.
Gotcha. And you were so whoever could kill the boss the fastest.
Yes, sort of.
Gotcha.
Yeah. My team when I left that was World 42nd.
Wow.
Which was alright, because we only raided 2 days a week.
I mean, that's incredible.
And then I came over to Overwatch because I hated the new expansion, Legion.
Oof.
So, yeah. Overwatch was like my first competitive FPS, which is probably part of the reason why I play support.
All right.
Hey, nothing wrong with playing support.
That's right. Need somebody on that heels.
Support can do it all.
This is
Just look at
true.
Brigitte.
I don't even play Brig. What do you mean?
Okay, you just
what
got
is
better.
a Brig?
You got better. You got better in my eyes. All right, Balake.
Well, wait. How did Azalea get to Trank though? We got to do the whole timeline.
This is true. I rang for Orbit one day, and then their main tank, who had apparently only been on the team for like a week, invited me to like try out and join. He's not on the team anymore. It was actually kind of weird, and I didn't know this, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'm LFT. And everyone was like, wait, what? But it worked out really well.
Yeah, it did. Because we had 2 other supports that left, so.
They decided they wanted to quit, so I mean.
Yeah, it works.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, as long as he found a good home.
All right, Balake.
Already, my first game was probably Mario Kart Double Dash.
Hey.
Like a lot of people, I played console with friends and just played game to game and stuff. Got into Overwatch on console. Eventually went over to PC. I wanted to take it more seriously, and then just kept on playing Overwatch on PC, and I'm enjoying it. As far as Trank goes, going like I guess more like in the past, my old team, when I joined like a higher league, so we found Trank. I was Rebellion that team last year, and then when I joined Orbit, it was because they needed a ringer for one of their preseason games, and I ranked for them, and they needed support, and they picked me up.
I'm starting to
That's
see a
just-
trend of how Orbit gets their
how Orbit-
players.
That's just how Orbit works.
Orbit doesn't do tryouts. They just throw you straight into the fire and see if you're good enough. Oh, goodness. That's amazing.
All right, Blair.
So I'm only 15, so like I got into games when I was like 11 with like the Wii U and shit. And my brother was like really into Smash Brothers, so we got Smash 4, and then he would kick my ass every time, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna get better." So then me and my brother started going to tournaments and shit, like local tourneys and whatever. And I made Sonic, which is how I got the name of Blur. Yeah. And so I started like, beating some people, getting pretty good at it. And then I got Overwatch for the Xbox. And around a year ago, I like walked dogs to get some money and finally built enough for a PC. And then I just kind of started grinding Overwatch. As far as Trank, I was on like a team before Trank, and then they kind of like disbanded, and I was like, well, I don't really know where to look for teams because I was pretty still new to like Overwatch and stuff. And they just like gave me a league, and then I got on like a Discord tier team last season and then started one this season. So yeah.
Wow. That's pretty amazing.
Last but not least, Spacefire.
So my first game, actually, that's a good question, because I think my first game were like some shitty arcade games that were loaded onto my cable box or something. I can't remember exactly.
Wow.
It was like when I was like 5 years old. Then I got a PS2, and the first game I can really remember, Sonic Riders for the PS2. God, I missed that game so much.
The sequel killed it, man. The sequel killed it, but the first
the sequel wasn't too bad, but yeah, no, it wasn't great. I think Sonic killed itself. So, how I got into Overwatch. So I just had a really bad PC, and I saw the extra credits video on it. I'm like, wow, this game seems cool, and I want to be a game designer, so might as well try it out. And then got obsessed with it. I've been playing it since like October of 2016, so I'm like one of the I've been there since pretty early. How I got onto Requiem is actually a bit interesting, because we went by a different name basically. We were in League Zero. We were under the name of Shanghai Sellouts. We won that handily, and then we picked up Nemo and Sebs actually from different teams, but kept the general core. We won GGNA. Lilithy left for his collegiate team, which is Tempo in this tournament, and we had to drop our main support, so we picked up Bleach and Moss. And yeah, that's sort of how we got into Tranquility.
Wow. That's
Requiem has a relatively prestigious history in terms of masters to Grandmaster Overwatch.
So I guess I have to ask, what made you want to come here? Like, we're not really the competitive superstar that GGNA is. So.
We beat GGNA. We're like, wow, we have nothing to do. We missed the open division cutoff, and we have really nowhere else to go. So we're like, well, might as well try this for a while. And yeah,
gotcha.
Rest is history.
All right. Well, yeah, y'all.
I'm not the manager, so I don't make those decisions. But
no, I understand but y'all had some. Wow, the one time y'all were on a featured match, you really just blew everybody away as Requiem. So
I actually can give a bit of insight into what happened there.
Okay.
So Nemo was still in the roster, but it was hurricane season, and he got hit by hurricanes like every week.
Okay.
Like insane. Like Nemo just like DC's like, oh, okay, we don't have a main tank. Hey, Bakery, this guy who was on our team during GGNA, an absolute flex god. He's played Flexiboy, he's played Hitscan DPS, and off tank, all pretty much seamlessly. He's willing to take a seat on the bench when necessary. Like I love the dude. Bakery, we're like, hey Bakery, can you play for us? Same thing happened in the Orbit match. So in both these matches, against Orbit, he struggled on the Winston. We even dropped a map because of it. Sorry, I'm getting a bit off topic, but yeah, so we're just like, all right, let's just play to our strengths because we're struggling. So we're just like, all right, Bakery, get on the Roadhog, and then we just throw Sebs on the Sigma, and we're like, well, this works. Because Sebs is a fantastic Sigma. I believe he made his name for himself in Trank through that. I remember
Speaking of Sebs.
Yeah, no, I remember a name. I remember during the Godhand match, he rocked a Genji blade to win the one map we did win. Like, he's an absolutely nutty player. So yeah, we just played to our strengths, and Divinity decided, I'm going to play Bastion. And I'm sure you all remember when Divinity decided to flank on Bastion.
Yes.
You didn't. Go back and watch that match. It was so stupid.
I agree. There were a lot of... I think the thing that was most surprising to me was just the Bleach punching Faras out of the sky left and right. That was...
Absolutely mechanically gifted Lucio. Absolutely.
Blew my mind. Just blew my mind. Speaking of Sebs, hey Sebs.
Oh, hey Sebs.
Hi there.
How's it going? Welcome.
Pretty good.
I was just
sorry for being late.
No worries. How about you give us a quick introduction, and then you can answer the question you missed. Just give us your name, the team you play for, and your favorite character voice line.
Oh crap! That last one. So I'm Sebs. I play for Requiem, and LOL, the diva voice line. That's just LOL.
Nice.
I have that set as my default.
All right. So the question everyone had just finished, we actually just finished with Spacefire, is give us your history of gaming. So, first game you ever played, probably as a kid or a teen or even an adult if maybe your parents were a little more sheltering than most. And then how did you get from there to playing Overwatch in Overwatch Tranquility?
So my gaming career started when I was like 5 with a PSP.
Nice.
And eventually from there I went over to the Wii, where I was insane at Wii Sports, and then Xbox, where I eventually got Overwatch, probably around season 5, I think it was. So I wasn't an OG, and I didn't really follow any competitive scene until probably like season 10. And then after that, I was on a console, being a noob, placed bronze because I was literally so bad at first-person shooters. And for a long time, I was just bronze. And then all my friends made fun of me. So then I hit plat. And around that time, I got out of middle school. And my parents were like, hey, here's a computer. And I got my first computer.
Okay.
And the first game I buy, of course, is Overwatch.
All right.
And there's this little league. There was this YouTuber that I watched a lot called Dividing by Zero, and he advertised the league he made called League Zero, and I instantly joined, and never thought I was gonna get picked up for any team, but then I was, and that was like my first team ever. And I felt like a noob, but everyone really thought I was really good, but I thought I was doing absolutely nothing. And I was still like flat at this time. And I was actually on a team with Lilithy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a chance you might know him.
Yep.
Just a small chance. But yeah, I was on a team with him, and we got second place. And it was very sad because we didn't win. It was Goats meta.
Oof.
And we lost 4-3. And it was so sad. I remember.
Oh right, you guys got beaten by Plat Chat.
Yeah, we got beaten by a team that went.
I forgot you were on that team.
What, 2-8 in the regular season, while we went 8-2.
1-8. I don't think they. I think they won once.
Oh yeah, yeah, they were 1-9, and we went 8-2, and then we lost in the finals against them because they went on a miracle run.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've been seeing a couple of those happening in a couple different tiers lately.
They were one brig shield between winning and losing.
Oh yeah, the final fight, we went for a shatter, and their brig blocked it with the shield, and that was very sad. That's why I get PTSD on Hollywood 3rd.
Oh man. That's rough.
That's
rough, buddy.
The scariest map. Yeah, and then season 2 came along. My team did pretty bad, and Lilithy wanted me on his team the entire year. It was very funny. And then after that, Lilithy started a team called Requiem. So he was the original manager, and he drafted most of his team that was from League Zero, plus me and Nemo. And we stayed together for a long time. We played in GGNA Advanced last season 5, and we won. And then Lily had to leave managing to play with his team in Tranquility, and he was like, "Hey, you should sign up this team." And I was like, "You know what? Let's go for it." And all the mess that happened in the middle, but now I'm here.
Awesome. Well, we are definitely glad to have each and every one of you here. As I continually say, every part of our community makes us that much greater. Although, once again, I don't understand why y'all are coming here from GGNA. that just blows my mind. But nevertheless, welcome, and we hope that you've had a great time this season. So, I guess some of you have kind of already answered this question, but just go ahead and give us a quick recap if you'd like, starting with Sebs, and we'll work our way down again. Why did you choose the team you play for?
Well, it was whenever there was trials after League Zero Season 2, and Lily had wanted me on his team for a very long time. And he thought I was very good, and I joined the team because I liked all the players on the team. And then we had to rebuild after GGNA, and yeah, that's how it went.
All right, Robe.
And I mentioned before that we were a collegiate team. So at first it was just the 6 of us that were on our collegiate team, and then we lost 2 that now just do collegiate, and we picked up Block and Azzy. So
nice.
That's about it.
All right, Mirage.
Oh, my bad. What was the question?
Why did you choose the team you currently play for?
Well, a friend recommended me to the team, and at the time, like, I wasn't really looking for a team per se.
Okay.
But I figured, I'll just give it a shot, and we had tryouts, and I just the more time I spent with the team and the people on it, I kind of just wanted to join just because I liked the team members. So. And yeah, so it all worked out in the end anyway. I'm glad I joined. So.
Well, we're glad you're here, Azalea.
Mostly because they're chill and fun people. Like, I feel like they value having fun more than just like playing all the time and forcing a win.
Gotcha.
I mean, we want to win, but like.
You're not walking away with buckets of sweat next to you because you were like, oh, we're gonna get that win, oh man.
They're not about to knife each other, except for in Among Us.
I saw Blur vent. I'm just saying, it was Blur. All right, Balake.
When Orbit wanted to pick me up, I was like, "This is my chance to get redemption from Second Chance from last season." And I was like, also I can get a scrim more. Like I can like improve, learn from Orbit maybe, and yeah.
All right, Blur.
So I kind of like near end of June or whatever, Smugs, who used to be like the trans tier director, I think, like kind of started me on a just a new roster and was like, let's see how it goes.
Okay.
And so after Smugs left, he was gonna be a coach. I was just like, you know what, I'll just like roll with it and like see what's the worst that could happen. And so yeah, then I kind of just started getting like trials and getting help from people. We ended up like picking up Mirage and stuff, and it ended up just being a ton of fun.
Nice, nice. And Spacefire.
I kind of talked about this earlier, but the reason why I'm with Requiem is they kind of become a family to me ever since Lilith picked me up. The reason why I started coaching in the first place was I wasn't able to play games at college because I didn't have a good computer, but I could coach, and my roommate had just passed away, so I was looking for something to distract myself with at the time. So I was sort of in a bad place. Coaching the Shanghai Sellouts and then later Requiem gave me a way to sort of bounce back and give me something to focus on, feel good about. So that's why I coached Requiem for as long as I did. I've been coaching them for I coached them for about 8 months, so
nice.
Kind of came home for me.
Awesome. Well, that's good to
He's
hear.
a sick coach too.
Thank you, Sebs. I appreciate it.
I mean, it definitely shows based on how the season went for you all. So, and I think that that's something that we note on a lot here at the BeatDrop is kind of the impact that gaming and gaming communities have on us. So it's continually good to hear that how teams become safe havens in the storm for people. So Gizmo, what's our next question?
All right, our next question is, how have the players improved this season? So how have you improved this season as a player, and obviously for Spacefire, since you weren't a player, you were a coach, how did you improve as a coach? And we'll start with you, Sebs, and just roll down the list once again.
So I obviously had to have massive help from Space. I had help from Space and from our other tank coach, Tyler. And what I would do is I would either rewatch my own gameplay and see things I would do wrong, or I would go watch Owl VODs whenever we were on the same patch and see how to be better at that specific hero I was looking at. Yeah, I would also try to figure out how to help my teammates more so they wouldn't die or feed.
If you don't mind jumping, Sebs, I remember when you were just like a little baby Sigma, unable to understand off angling.
That was very bad.
When we picked him up, he was there was a lot of potential, but he it needed to be realized. So I put a lot of time into him. He was one of the first things I worked when we got into GGNA.
Nice, nice,
awesome. All right, Robe.
I'd probably say like communication, like just trying to talk more, because I still don't even like talk that much, but or like there's times where I'm still like really quiet, but it was a lot worse before, I'd say, when we first started. I feel like that's probably the biggest thing, honestly.
You at least talk when it's important, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. All right. I feel like Azzy may not agree with you.
It still happens sometimes. I get, and it's not even like tilted, you know. It's just like, it's usually like if I'm doing bad, I'll be a little upset with myself, you know, and I'll just be quiet. But
yeah, we found that a lot of players that have walked through these doors hold themselves to a really high standard, and so when things aren't going their way, the blame kind of points right back at them very profusely. So we just say, just don't give up. Don't give up. Don't hold yourself to a super high standard. At the end of the day, you should be playing the game for the love of the game. And if you start missing out on that, well then why the heck are you playing? You know? That's what games are all about.
Yep, definitely. Mirage?
uh, questions how I improved as a player?
Yes.
Yes.
I have to agree with the comms thing. I think my comms were a little scuffed before I joined, and the coaching that we have definitely helped with that. Also, a few like small things that I got help with from our one of our coaches. He helped out with that for a few certain few heroes, and like those small things actually added up to be huge, both in like team play and in ranked too. So
nice.
All right. Azalea.
I think, well, I'm kind of on the same page as Robe. I'm trying to get better at not shutting down when I'm mad at myself. That's really hard. Had to play some different ways that I wasn't used to because, fun fact, we don't actually have a main support on our team. Balaki and I are both traditionally flex support players, so we kind of share the role as best we can. And so just like I try to improve. I'm not the most mechanically skilled player either, so I try to like look at meta and how things should work together and improve that way and help my team when I can.
Awesome.
All right. Balake.
I think first my Lucio has improved greatly because I never played much Lucio before.
Yes.
I think also being on Orbit, being on another team, I got to scrim more often. I gotta like obviously the train games. I gotta improve my my micro and macro stuff, and I think also like trying to click with like new players and stuff, and trying to like teach them stuff that I know from other teams and help lead maybe and learn things from them as well that they know already from being a team. Yep.
Nice. And I feel like we see that a lot. We've talked about in a couple different podcasts of the transcendence, if you will, of the different levels and kind of where the focus is. Whereas, like, Harmony tier is a lot about the macro comms, the macro play styles, and being able to watch flanks and stuff like that. And then as you kind of climb the ladder, when you get up to Transcendence tier, it's more about am I taking up too much time? Am I shouting out what specifically needs to be known right now by the team? Like, those micro plays, am I playing exactly what needs to be played for this particular meta, or that's really going to help my team, and things like that. So it's always interesting to see that even as highly skilled players, we still have like so much. I say we as if I'm one of them. That y'all have so much still to learn about the game, which I think is pretty great. Keeps it fresh.
Of course.
All right.
Now
Blur.
Yep. I think comms and kind of like taking a look at like macro in terms of gameplay, like feeding less, and where I'm supposed to position myself generally in like any composition. I think that I improved in that a lot, and that helped me in team play be a better like shot caller and leader. And I think that also helped me in comp. Like after I got those tips and went over like some VODs with like myself and my coaches, I climbed like 700 SR. It was like really, really helpful to my process.
Wow.
And Spacefire, how have you improved as a coach over the season?
So the way I improved is I had to take more of a leadership role. Before I was able to be a coach and I was able to just help the players improve. But this season, because I because Sebs was new to being a manager, we didn't really have any other coaches on the roster. I had to take a more aggressive approach. I did be more aggressive in pushing my vision for the team, and working with players to try to reconcile that vision with the vision that they have. So it's mainly being a leader and having to experience the stress that can come with dealing with players who may not share that vision with you.
All right.
All right. Well, hope you all enjoyed that segment, because now things are gonna get a little weird. We're headed into our new segment that we're doing for the awards called "Would You Rather." And the way that this works is that it's very simple. Would you rather do this thing or that thing? Would you rather eat, say, spaghetti made of earthworms or pizza with crickets on it? It's going to be questions like that. Some of them are going to be pretty simple, pretty realistic, and some of them are going to be completely nutso crazy pants off the wall. So we're gonna have a good time. So first question, super simple, starting with Sebs once again. Would you rather be stupid and rich or be smart and poor?
Stupid and rich, because I'm already stupid.
I can't.
Azalea couldn't even help herself.
I can in fact confirm he is really dumb.
Unlucky.
Wow. All right.
You guys can't see, but I have a thumbs up right now.
You know what? I could almost sense it through the computer. To be completely honest with you,
I've seen what Sebs looks like, and he just looks like a giant papega.
Hey, you know what? If you can own it and be rich too, I mean, hey, go for it.
True.
Fam. Go for it. All right, Robe, how about you? Stupid and rich or smart and poor?
I would also say stupid and rich, because if you're smart and poor, I don't know, man. That sounds like a lot of work, if you want to get rich, and then it's I don't know.
All right.
I think it's just easier just to be dumb.
Yeah,
and
you already got the
and you just don't have to worry about anything.
Exactly. You already got the money.
Awesome.
What does it matter?
Yeah.
All right, Mirage, how about you?
Probably the same thing. I'd rather be stupid and rich than smart and poor, because how smart are you if you're still poor? I feel like if you're really smart, you'd find a way not to be poor.
They say as I am going for my master's degree and living in a 3-bedroom apartment. Oof. All right. Azalea, how about you?
I think, well, if you're dumb and rich, then you maybe don't know any better. You don't know how dumb you are, so you might be happy. So I'm going with that logic.
Ignorance is bliss is your logic. Gotcha.
Exactly.
I mean, we got quite a few people in our world right now that are definitely living off that. So sometimes I wake up and I watch the news and I'm like, man, I wish I wasn't smart enough to know this. Wouldn't it be nice to just ignore this? Oh, goodness.
Just to be oblivious?
Exactly, just to be oblivious. Balake.
I'm gonna go with the opposite side, just so I'm different. I mean, it's hard to tell, though, because, we're not given numbers or, how smart, they mentioned.
Nope.
But, I mean, maybe I can build something to make me not poor and just average and then smart.
That's right. Next Bill Gates, next Tom of MySpace, stuff like that.
He's just built different. He picked a different answer.
Tom's always there for you.
Actually, just built different.
All right, Blur.
As somebody who would consider themselves smart and poor, it kind of sucks. So I'm gonna go dumb and rich.
Mood.
Nice. All right.
Yeah.
And Spacefire.
The pack here. I'm surprised how many people answered smart and rich, because all right. So my reasoning is
stupid and
twofold.
rich. Stupid and rich.
Yeah, stupid and rich. Sorry, I'd rather be smart and poor for 2 reasons.
Okay.
My biggest asset is my massive fucking forehead. So it's this massive forehead of mine. It's absolutely.
This man
bulging
thinks
out.
he's super.
I kind of am, actually. Said, you've seen my picture. I look kind of like Super in some ways.
Oh man.
Also, oh, Snipes just hit a 3K in his tryout. All right, so basically, another part of my reasoning is if you're smart and rich, there is a high chance that you mess up, that you absolutely destroy your finances and end up even poorer than before. At least
That
if
is
you're
true.
smart.
Have you seen people win the lottery?
Not just that, but like it's very easy to squander what you're doing if you don't understand what the hell you're doing.
Yep.
We see that all the time. People who inherit wealth just end up squandering it or just not doing anything with it. And also, I think I would die if I had to sit still and not do anything of like smart.
Oof.
That's just me. I have to be doing something. That's why I'm a coach. I enjoy thinking. So, I mean, it would kind of destroy who I am as a coach. I wouldn't be able to really be a game designer. So, yeah, I'd rather be smart and poor because I mean, I'm already a college student, so what would it really change?
And you know what, Spacefire, I will have to agree with that statement. I would also have to pick
virtual high five.
I would have to pick smart and poor. As I alluded to earlier, I am a master's student going for my teaching degree. And my family lives in an apartment because we can't afford to get like an actual house or anything. So
you know what? No longer cringe.
Already there. I as much as the world around me kind of makes me wish I was a little bit more ignorant. I love being able to. I love that my intellect does good in the world.
Yeah.
So,
you don't, and you also
more.
don't. Also, the idea of being one of those people is kind of horrifying when you really think about it.
Yeah, I mean, whew, man, that would be nuts. So, how about you, Gizmo? We'll let you play along with the rest of us.
Well, let's see here. Since I'm a boomer and I'm out of college and I'm paying off that debt, I'm gonna have to go with smart and poor because you know what? I may not be rich, but I live fine on my own. I can still do some stuff being poor. So yeah, you know what? I'd rather have the brains than the money because I know how to make the money with my brain.
I feel that. All right, Gizmo, what is our next would you rather question?
All right, this is gonna be a fun one. Would you rather have the eyes the size of golf balls, or have teeth the size of computer keys?
I told you it was getting weird.
What?
Just a large munch.
The size of computer keys. Now, granted, there are different sizes on computer keys too. So,
wait, eyes the size of golf balls?
Eyes the size of golf balls.
Or teeth the size of computer keys.
Would you be able to see more with those eyes, or
it
depends on the person.
However you interpret that to be.
Do those eyes have a higher refresh rate?
Yeah, guys, I have 50/50 vision.
Oh my gosh!
You know what? The eyes, just so I can see really far. That's my. I just turn my pupil and just see like behind me at that point.
Oh my goodness!
I think that would work out pretty well.
Right.
No one can ever sneak up on me again.
Nice.
I'd find a way.
Dig under me.
Or above.
How do you dig above?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you dig above someone?
No. He was saying dig, and I'm saying or I come from above. Either way.
All right.
Sure.
Okay, that's all you need to know.
Got to make sure Seb's wearing a hat that day.
Exactly. All right, Rope.
I'd say the eye ones because I feel like that wouldn't be that much bigger, right? Like, I feel like my eyes are already pretty close to the size of golf balls. I don't think it'd be that much bigger. I'm okay with that, honestly. We take those.
All right, Mirage.
Hello. Yeah, my headset's like acting weird. What was the question?
Would you rather have eyes the size of golf balls or teeth the size of computer keys?
Teeth the size of computer keys?
Yes.
Oh God. I don't know. Can I see better with the like golf ball eyes?
You're
or-
literally asking the same question.
Same thing.
It's all up to your interpretation. If you feel that that's the case, then go for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like what benefit the key, like teeth thing is, except like biting things. Or I go with the golf balls for sure.
All right.
I have like 50-50 vision or something. I don't know.
The repeats are awesome.
I don't know if that actually makes your eyesight better. I'm just saying, I don't think that actually, I think 50-50 is like really bad, to be completely honest.
More surface area, man. You can just,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just gonna tilt the scale is what it's gonna do.
Yeah.
All right, Zelia.
I would go with teeth because they're a lot easier to replace without having negative consequences. Therefore, I could just have a normal set of false teeth.
Ooh, just pull them
Cringe
all
the
out.
safe route.
Big brain.
Can I actually comment on this? Trust me, you do not want to have to remove all your teeth. It is painful.
I mean, I did 4 at once, so it didn't feel anything.
I've done that 3 times. Oh, I hated it.
What?
I've had 12 teeth removed over the course of my life.
I got all my
Yeah.
wisdom teeth removed at the same time.
That's the worst one. That's the worst one.
Oh,
didn't
really?
feel
They just
anything.
knocked me out for mine.
Yeah,
but I was in the
they knocked
military.
me out.
It's more the pain afterwards.
See, I was smart. I knew exactly. I had a timer on my phone to like remind me to take the pain medicine, so I never was off the pain medicine.
All right, Balake.
I'm gonna go with the bigger teeth. Or I mean, it depends on obviously the key, but I think sharks are pretty cool, and I feel like I can become a shark maybe, and just destroy.
My man's about to
everything.
grow gills.
Hey, you know what? I actually like that idea. You know, you lose the teeth, they just pop right back out. It's kind of like a snake or shark. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yes.
Could be.
Blur.
Could be.
I'm gonna have to go with eyes. You know, I just get that like 360 vision. You know, probably. I just don't see the benefit of like having computer like keycap size, teeth. You know, that just makes it like. I guess it's really easy to eat apples that way, but like other than that, I really don't see a benefit.
I don't know if that would actually be the case, to be honest. With you.
Can we get a fact check on that?
Yeah, can we get
that's what I
science?
imagine.
Where's the science?
I'm looking at the science here, and it says he's right. So.
Well, I guess.
Thank you, sciencer. We appreciate it.
Google never lies.
Good job, Google.
Do that. And last but not least, Spacefire.
So I'm gonna go with the eyes, for one reason. I could become a really good anime cosplayer with those.
Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, it's money's money.
Yeah.
True.
I know there's that one guy who does really good cosplays of anime girls. So why not me?
Exactly.
True.
There
gotta
you
get
go.
What? You know what? You did say you look like Super. You might already be there.
True.
So see that was kind of my idea, but going with teeth the size of computer keys. I was gonna combo
Also,
what
that would actually cause massive health issues. Actually,
yes, it would. But I'm going with azaleas, but I'm gonna push it a little further. So first off, I'm gonna remove my teeth because they're the size of computer keys after all. And you know what? Maybe there's like a niche market for having like human like keyboards. I'm just saying, like
that sounds like black market shit.
I don't know if I want to sell to that market.
I'm just saying, money's money. It's tight in the pandemic right now. Might
You know
be
what?
a good idea.
Respect.
wouldn't it cost more to get those teeth removed?
No.
I mean, I have VA health.
Space, you don't know how much teeth cost, okay?
No, getting teeth removed costs a couple thousand. You need a proper surgeon for that.
Except for the
Okay,
fact that
and?
I'm covered by the VA, so it would be okay. See, it's not on my bill, and I still make bank, and I get some regular teeth. It's all win-win-win.
Big
win-win. Biggest brain right here. All right, Gizmo, what do you got?
Okay, so this is a tough one for me because it's either do I want to look like a tarsier, and for those of you who don't know what that is, that's the little like monkey with the big eyes, or do I want to look like a 17th century British person with my teeth all different sizes, just all over the place? I'm gonna go with the teeth because, like Jack said, remove them and just get some fake teeth.
I didn't think of that. You could just have like a shift key on one tooth, and then another key is just like one of
Just
like your
imagine
end
this:
buttons.
one's a space bar, okay? That thing is dangling out of your mouth.
Oh my god!
It's kind of like those people with the snaggle tooth, you know? But it's like
I didn't think about that part.
It's like past your chin though, because the
That's
space bar is so
horrifying.
long. Oh my god. That would be ridiculous. All right, well, if you thought that was ridiculous, just wait till this next
Oh,
one.
no.
This is going to be a good time. Would you rather, while running away from an attacking mountain lion, have to fight through an 8-foot tall, 3-foot thick hedge, or across a swiftly flowing, 40-foot wide, 2-foot deep stream? Starting with Sebs again.
Probably the hedge. Well, you're dead either way. Probably the hedge. You can't swim that. There's no way you swim that. So I think the more chance you have to live is the hedge.
Okay.
There's no way you outswim that.
All right. How about you, Robe?
Well, you know, I kind of didn't hear all the dimensions and everything.
Okay,
but,
I can repeat it. No worries.
No. I don't need it. I'll just take my chance in the
All
water.
right.
You know, well, it's 50-50 here. You know, it's either me or Sebs. I'll just take one of them.
All right. How about you, Mirage? All right. I think Mirage
More
is-
headset trouble.
Yeah, might still be having issues with that headset. We'll come. Just Mirage. Let us know in general when you're back. and
Bruh.
We'll ask you the same question. Azalea, how about you? Hedge or stream?
Can I get a repeat of the exact question there?
Very well. All right. So, while running from an attacking mountain lion, would you rather have to fight through an 8-foot tall, 3-foot thick hedge, or across a swiftly flowing, 40-foot wide, 2-foot deep stream?
I feel like the mountain lion has as good a chance in the stream as I do, but depending on the edge, they might not even try. I don't know what mountain lion to do, but I feel like they wouldn't. You would just go into the hedge, and assuming it didn't leave a hole in the hedge where you entered, they might just not. I don't know.
Okay. All right, Balake.
All right. I think I'm maybe crazy, but I think no matter what, you live in this situation. The hedge is more. I think okay. So the mountain lion, there's no way he's gonna follow you in this chain, right? I mean, I don't know. There's a chance. And the hedge,
You're gonna die in the stream.
I can go in the I go in the stream. Oh, okay, all right. I'm gonna pick the stream to answer your question because I can go in the stream, not go across it, wait until it gets bored, and then go back to the safe side.
It's a swiftly flowing one. You're not going to be able to stand still.
There's probably branches or like a log somewhere, right? I'm just gonna hang on to it.
I'm just gonna hang on to it, forehead.
Yes.
All right, Mirage, you back with us?
Front.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
My bad.
No worries.
Probably do the stream or river or whatever. Just
Okay.
because I'm gonna get. I don't know. I'd rather it just seems like I'm gonna die regardless. So I'd rather just drown or something than get mauled by a mountain lion. I feel like that's the less miserable death out of all that.
All right. Well, for those of you yet to answer, Robe has nicely looked up all the abilities of mountain lions and put it in general chat. So
Okay, I'm gonna check
if you'd
that.
like
That's
to,
his
if you'd
shift
like
and
to
E.
do a little bit of research before you answer, Blur, it's your turn.
Hold on, let me read this. Mountain lions can bound up to 40 feet. Oh shit. So it seems like I'm fucking dead. But I'm probably gonna just take my chances with the water on the off chance that they're slow swimmers, and then yeah, I'm gonna just try to swim away. I'm a terrible swimmer too, so we'll see
GG,
how
you're
that goes.
dead.
I'm dead.
GG, go next.
All
right. Spacefire.
Yeah, so I'm gonna big brain this.
Okay.
The lion tracks things based off of scent, not by sight necessarily. So
Okay.
if I can swim across the river, if I theoretically get across it, then my scent will no longer be hidden with the natural musk of the water.
Okay.
Water naturally covers your scent, and it makes it harder for them to track you because they no longer have that distinct scent.
Yeah, but Space, you can't swim.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, you might be able to swim, but not that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. With the hedge, mountain lions can climb. It'll find a way around the hedge before you can get through it. You're not getting through that hedge. The water's your only chance. You're not. This is. You're. The hedge is straight up. You're not surviving because how the lion. The lion. Well, no. Here's the thing. The lion has fur. It can leap really high. So the lion, if it goes to the hedge, it won't really care as much because the fur will absorb a lot of the scratching from the hedge itself.
It'll absorb all the damage.
It will. It won't care about
It'll
the hedge as
Hammond
much as we
bubble
do.
itself with his
He
fur.
uses Sigma Suck.
Yep.
The reason why hedges bother us so much is because we have no fur. We don't have a coat of fur that's that absorbs that type of stuff.
Good point.
Cringe, you don't have a coat of fur?
Oof.
No, I'm not. I'm
You've
not.
been in quarantine for how long and you don't have a coat of fur?
Imagine not having a fursuit.
Would be a house, and maybe those people have a gun and they'll just fucking shoot the lion.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Now I can kill the lion.
You have to find a house.
Yeah, that
well,
wasn't part of the card, so you'll have to.
I'm not swimming across that river,
So I do want to point out a lot of you said
Option
river,
C.
but didn't think of the fact that it's only 2 feet deep. So
Yeah.
I don't.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna get taken away.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm 6 foot tall. Like,
yeah, I am too. You're
that
gonna get
comes
taken
up-
away.
Like,
The
if I'm
current
thinking,
is so strong that
Okay,
it's-
how fast is the
You may
current?
be 6 feet tall, but
I
you're a
mean,
twig.
it says
I'm also not a
swiftly-
twig.
It says swiftly flowing, but I was
doubt
also
that.
in the Navy, so I guess that's not a big deal to me. So for me,
must
if I
be
were to
just
choose,
different.
I would
Oh,
definitely
shit.
go the
River.
40-foot wide, 2-foot stream, because not only am I 6 feet tall and can probably walk across it relatively
Actually,
fine, but
Your center of gravity is actually really high, so it's actually more likely to sweep you up.
true. But not if I
Captain
crouch.
Jack
Got rolled by
He's
math.
built different.
I'm
Rolled
just
by
saying,
Slap,
I'm
slap,
just built
slap.
different. I got a little
Being-
booty. I got a lot.
Being short
got a
and
lot
heavy
of
like
junk-
me is
I got a lot
probably
of
the
junk
play.
in the trunk. It says
No,
my,
no,
says
that
my
balances it
center
out,
of
yeah.
Graham,
gravity.
he's kind of
off.
thick.
Okay,
He's saying he's a thick man.
I'm a thick
He's not gonna
boy.
die.
So
He's-
not only
he's built
that, but
different.
think about how long the legs of a mountain lion would be. Do you think a mountain lion,
very
like if you got 10 feet in, do you think they'd be able to even like come
Yeah.
close to you at that point?
They just jump you.
yeah,
They-
like
they-
I mean, they could try to leap into the water, but
it'd be kind of like a Winston, you know?
yeah.
Kind of like a Winston.
Oh shit! Here comes the bubble.
Worry about that.
Oh boy. All right, Gizmo. What are you taking your chances with the hedge or with the stream?
So because I'm a southern boy and I grew up in the countryside and I'm used to running through hedges, I am taking the hedge, and as soon as I get through that hedge, I'm turning around and I'm pulling out my gun because I always carry it with me when I go into the woods. And lion go bye-bye.
One answer.
Wait,
Homie
wait.
picks
That's
option
the
C.
only. Yeah. That's,
I just.
Hey,
wanna-
I'm an Eagle Scout. I'm always prepared.
I mean-
So I have a question. What caliber is it? Because
Oh, it's a 12 gauge.
Hear me out. We
Alright, you
changed
might
the
be able to-
question. We changed the question so that the mountain lion has a bulletproof vest on.
Okay. Well, I'm still using the gun because it's not stopping.
But guys,
How
I
good?
already touched
Oh,
on
he's
it.
got a helmet on too.
How good?
dude.
Two of armor.
Helmet.
Two of armor.
Yeah.
No, guys, it's all guys. It's we already know the mountain lion is just Winston, so it has a bubble, but shotguns beat bubbles. So
I mean, it depends on where the shotgun is. Is it outside the bubble?
no,
You
the
can't
mountain
go-
lion will just bubble juke. The mountain lion will just juke it.
Good point. Good point. And once again, PETA's coming for tranquility. All right.
Hey, it's a life or death situation.
Well,
I'm
it depends.
taking my life.
Good point. Good point.
Does PETA protect Winston?
That's
That's a
I don't
better
know.
question.
That's a good question, PETA. If you see this, do you protect
I
Winston?
think I saw something about them
No,
hating on
he's
him. And so
too
probably-
like conscious. You know?
All right, Gizmo.
He makes his own decisions. So
All right.
yeah.
So, next, would you rather is would you rather have to watch a video with your friends
Yeah.
and family, a video of every time you've cursed? Oh, that's not.
Oh no.
Or every time you've ever lied. Oh shit! That's way
Oh
too much.
shit!
That's way too much.
Oh, that's so easy. That's
When
so
you
easy.
can tell that Gizmo didn't read any of the questions before we started tonight. So Sebs, how about you? Would you rather watch a video with your family and friends about every time you've cursed or every time you've lied?
Well, shit. I feel like my parents would get very mad at me with all the cursing stuff. So probably just lie, honestly. My lies aren't too bad. I think.
All right.
Yeah, every time I lie.
All right. All right.
I think I'm gonna have to agree with Sebs here. Honestly, I don't think I have that many lies that are like that bad that it'd be that embarrassing. You know. So
Yeah.
I think that's a little easier. And like, yeah, I agree with that one.
Mirage?
I don't know. Like, I don't think mine are like either are like that bad, but I feel like I'd rather do the lying one just because like if I sat and watched the cursing one, it'd probably be like I'd probably be there for the rest of my life. Like, a long time.
You can't be any longer than your current life, so.
That's a good point.
True.
I mean, you at least have a good, I don't know, 5-7 years, depending on when your first curse word was. So
Plus, he's not saying I can't just go on my PC while it's happening.
yeah, you could just play Overwatch the whole time with your family
And curse some more.
and your friends.
You'd be adding to the
But
video.
Jack,
Yep.
but
Yeah.
Jack, why would I play a terrible video game?
Viable.
Whoa. Whoa.
True, dude.
I'm just saying that terrible video game is why you're here. So I'm just saying.
Oh,
Any
no,
true-
I know.
All right.
Regret.
There's a reason why I'm a coach and not a player.
Touche. Zelia.
Saves me a lot.
I guess lying. Yeah, I don't really. I can't
Nice.
think of any lies I care that much about, honestly.
All right.
I poop my pants.
All right, for
That's
me,
the lie.
definitely the bad words one, because I rarely say any bad words. I think I only said like one bad word in my life. So yeah.
Say one right now. I'm kidding.
No.
Call him
Bad words
BS.
are
And
bad.
no.
I was
Guys,
raised- I was raised
I'm
very
gonna say a bad word.
Debated.
PP.
Oh no.
Sorry, I've demonetized your video, Jack.
Oh man.
Oh no,
right.
no.
Blair.
I'm definitely gonna have to go with the curses. Although it would take like, I don't know, 2 years. I think it's I don't want my parents to see every lie I've ever told.
Fair.
So yeah, just by like they're both
Blur?
terrible, but
You good?
yeah, why? Just by process of elimination, the lies are gonna be a lot worse than the cursing.
All right. Spacefire.
So I'm gonna. All right. So I'm going to go with the curses. 'Cause A, my parents know I have the mouth of a sailor, and B, I inherited it from them. And because actually, funny story, when my brother was 2 years old and he got into traffic, he decided to imitate my dad and dropped a C-bomb at the age of 2 years old.
Oh my god.
My mom found out about this, and she's like, "Oh God, I can't let this happen in preschool." So yeah, I take the cursing. Secondly, I also don't want my parents to know what I've been doing in my room. So I'll take it.
Good point. Good point. So, unlike many of you, I have children, and so I would have to defend every time I've lied to them about something, which, if you're a parent, you would know that is probably relatively often. So I will definitely.
Is Santa Claus coming this year?
Yep. I still got a 4-year-old, so I'm definitely not letting that secret come out. So I will.
Jack.
Yep.
You have to remember, your
children will hear you curse.
Yeah, and then they'll think it's okay,
I mean,
and then when you get into traffic, they'll drop the C-bomb.
My children already know I curse because I curse like a sailor all the time. So this is interesting because my oldest is okay. Like, she understands it. Like, she learned it at a young age, but she doesn't use it because we teach that those are adult words. My 4-year-old, on the other hand, is let's just say quarantine has gotten to her, and it is her mouth is becoming very sailor-like, and
no.
Oh man, preschool's gonna be rough next year.
Don't tell me she's saying the heck word.
Oh, she's saying a lot of the heck words. It's honestly more parroting than she is like saying them on her own. So we're just kind of like we'll say something, like if something frustrates us, we'll be like, ah, damn, or ah, fuck, and she'll just like parrot it, and it's like, gosh dang it, like, stop that.
My parents were like,
monkey dude.
You have to retrain them. You have to retrain them.
Yeah.
My mom.
I mean, they're not a monkey or a dog, but yes, you gotta retrain
in order to
them.
counteract my dad's mouth.
Oh goodness.
Well,
so Gizmo, how about you?
I mean, I guess everyone probably already knows what my reaction when I was reading it. I'm going to have to go with the cursing, not because
Gizmo's a big fat
I've said
liar. That's why.
Very true. Very true. Just asking about it. No, it's because the complete opposite. I know the lies just because I have a communication degree and we love to talk.
No.
So we talk a lot of mad shit that doesn't mean anything. So that video would be my entire life. Okay. The cursing, my dad's already witnessed it because I used to work with him. And it's sad, like I would start cussing at work and then everyone would be like, "Oh, is that Wayne's son?" Yeah, that's Wayne's son. It's like, oh, great. So my dad's got the same mouth as me. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to definitely have to go with the curse. Plus, I want to know how young I was and where I was when I first said my first cuss word.
That's viable.
I like the earliest I can remember was in elementary school, and I was on my way to after school care, and I was like, I forgot something in the classroom. I was like, ah, shit, right in front of the teacher. And they're like, hey, I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So yeah,
you're like, my bad.
All right, so Azalea and Balake, I know that y'all have to dip. First off, we want to say thank you so much for being with us tonight. We really appreciate it. But we got one last question that I think you're going to want to be part of. So we'll ask it real quick, and we'll have you two answer first. So, of course, we couldn't do any of this if we didn't have at least one Overwatch-related question. And, if you go online, you see all the time about people complaining that a certain hero needs to be removed from the game. Well, I believe if a certain hero is removed from the game, you gotta buff somebody else. So that's exactly what we did here. And so the question is, would you rather remove Hanzo from the game but allow Widowmaker to shoot through walls with her ultimate, or do you remove Widowmaker from the game and add a suction area of 5 meters around Hanzo's Dragon Strike to pull in enemies? Azalea.
Second one.
Any particular reason?
I I don't particularly want to remove Hanzo from the game because I don't think he's overpowered. Although his ult would be seriously overpowered. Either way, their ults would be stupid OP. But at least it would only be, at least Widow would be gone, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. I mean, I don't particularly want her removed either, but I think between the two, I would rather Widow gone.
All right. And Balake?
Assuming that the Widow still has sights as well as like the shooting through walls.
Yes.
All right, then definitely buff the Hanzo buff. I mean, obviously the dragon's scary, but 5 meters. I mean, I'm not like I don't have to do the math and go into custom games or whatever. I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, I think ult track you might just keep yeah. As long as you like ult track, you can get away with it. Like Diva can like eat it. You can just play brawl and probably still beat. I don't think it's that as OP as people.
I mean, I essentially designed the question as Grav Dragon without the Grav.
Yeah.
So
okay. Oh, that's good. I still think this Widow's too scary, so I don't mind the Hanzo buff.
All right. Well, thank you so much, you two, for being here. We really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys. Big fans. You're all cracked players and cracked casters. GG's. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too.
All right. Going back up to Seb's at the top. So would you
I quit the game.
I'm done.
Say-
I'm just done. It
What'd
wouldn't
you say?
matter. It really wouldn't matter.
Just say, okay, I'm done.
Well, you have to choose, so pick one.
And in all seriousness, the Hanzo one. There's no way I would ever want Widow.
No Widow shooting through walls?
No. I don't care that Hanzo would get removed from the game. I care about the Widow thing.
Oh boy. Just all being spawn camped like
Why would anyone ever want that?
I mean,
besides a Widow player.
That's probably the people that have pulled that out. I'm just saying.
Cringe.
All right.
I mean, to be fair, if you ask Snipes that question,
yeah, I'm sure.
I don't think Snipes would even want that because he knows that's broken.
Snipes' best hero is Widowmaker. He wants Widow to be good. Snipes is currently doming in the 4-way.
Snipes doesn't want an unbalanced game. He's talked about this many times.
Yeah, he's fine with Widow being overpowered.
All right, Robe. How about you?
I play Hanzo, so yeah, and I don't like Widow, so yeah, just get rid of Widow.
You don't have to depend on Zarya. You can grab Dragon whenever you want.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
I'm down.
Mirage, how about you?
Yeah, I'm with that, dude. Like, there's no way that's even close to being fair. Like, shooting through walls with sights or whatever, it's too OP. And yeah, I like Hanzo better than Widow, so I definitely agree with that.
How about you, Blair?
What was the second one again? I know the first one is like Widow can shoot through walls and Hanzo gets removed from the game. What was the second?
The second one was Widowmaker is removed from the game.
Oh,
but...
second.
He didn't
even let me finish. But Hanzo's Dragon Strike gains a suction ability 5 meters around it. So it's essentially...
Oh, I think that's actually kind of a cool mechanic. Plus, I just hate Widow players that are good at the game. So we can just...
Viable.
We can just remove Widow from the entire game and not have her in Overwatch 2. And I would be perfectly okay with that.
All right, how about you, Spacefire?
I'm going based off Hanzo will still be relatively bad in the neutral against most comps, and if he's not getting his ult,
Space has to look at it in a coaching way.
Yes, I am. In the neutral fight, he won't be getting much value anyways. His ult is easily denied value because you hear where it's coming from, and secondly, 5 meters is only one Reinhardt hammer. That's about the radius of a dragon. So it just means if you get caught in the dragon, you're going to die. However, if you don't get caught in the dragon, assuming it's 5 meters from the center, right?
Sure. I don't know. We didn't really like.
I thought the question meant 5 meters from the edge, so that it would.
Question.
No,
to be honest.
we have to
5 meters from the edge.
Oh, 5 meters from the edge. That's still only one Reinhardt hammer. Because remember, 5 meters in Overwatch is actually really short.
Yeah.
So that's if that's the case. If that's the case, that just means it's going to punish Brawl, and Brawl will never be meta again. But at the same time, that will force dive comps, because suddenly, if you play Brawl, you swap to Hanzo, You put them all in. You just use a grab dragon while having a diva on your team. So that just means that you'll be able to have the effective grab. That'll also just push Zarya out of the meta because you will no longer need grab. So it will push a couple comps out, but I'd rather that than having to play double sniper because
Diva meta.
Yeah, Diva and Sigma will be forced meta because actually just Diva. You will just have to play heroes and mobility. Otherwise, Hanzo eats you up. Hanzo might not even be meta because of it because we are seeing mobile heroes win.
True, very true.
And it doesn't change the fact that Widow can just outduel him and deny him value in every other fight.
But Widow would be removed from the game, so that wouldn't even be an aspect.
That's true. But at the same time, Ashe could do things. You could just run a Zen. Or you can run a Lucio, just run a very heal-heavy comp. And because it's not a grab, you can't put everyone in their place and everyone has a chance to spread out from the dragon. Dragon's biggest weakness is that it takes time.
Yep.
So it's not as strong. It would be strong. It would definitely be overtuned, but it wouldn't be the same level as being able to shoot people through cover that Widow would have. Widow could literally sit and spawn and dink heads.
True.
Like that's the thing. True. You could literally sit and spawn and dink heads. It would be so stupid.
That'd be pretty funny, I think.
That'd be pretty amazing. I think I would agree with that.
It would be amazing to see once. Then it would just be annoying.
True.
Because if you're on the Recipients, like, where the fuck was you just see a Widow in their spawn, just like, hi.
Dink. So I can't dink heads as a Widow to save my life, and that's why I'm in plat. So I would definitely go with the Hanzo buff. How about you, Gizmo?
I played the 5th.
Nope, you gotta choose. You don't get out of it.
Okay. I guess I'm the unpopular opinion. Might have way too many hours on the Widowmaker. First of all, Hanzo was supposed to be Genji anyway, so yeah, get rid of Hanzo.
Okay.
We only need one Shimada brother. We need the superior one. And let's be honest, 85% of Widow players, and this is just a rough estimate, wouldn't even be able to hit the damn shots through the walls anyways. So unless you're running into Ons or Carpe or someone to that level.
Well, I mean, we are really in the trance tier, so...
Okay, you guys might run into him, but I won't, so...
I mean...
Personally, me, it's not really that unfair because people can't even aim. Plus, it's only a wall. If you're smart, you hide behind 2 walls.
I mean, the question says shoot through walls. As in multiple.
Hey, you know what? If you're running a shield tank like you probably should be, boom, just have the shield up, then she can't shoot. It doesn't say shields.
Yeah,
but you don't know where she is though. She could be literally in your spawn or in their spawn. So
just stand behind shield.
You can't
stand behind the shield.
Stand behind shield.
What if she's on the offensive? What if she's above the shield? What if she's
stand behind
shield?
She can be above my shield. Double shield meta. I'm okay with
I just love Rogue. Just stand behind the shield. Duh.
Quick question: does the bullet pierce people as well?
I don't know.
I would say
literally made these up today. Like we didn't really put a whole lot of thought into it. To be honest,
but I need the info. Yes or no? Does it pierce people?
No, it does not pierce people.
So you can't just take it. You can't just line up 5 headshots.
There's no collateral. 2 birds with one stone here.
Yeah, there's no collaterals here.
It's like Valorant. No headbang. No wall banging.
All right. Well, we're finished with the Would You Rathers. At least we had fun with that. That was insane. Gizmo, what's our next section?
All right, our next session is season 5 question. The first question is favorite memory of season 5 so far. Sebs?
Oh, season 5. Oh god. So the only season I've been part of. Okay. It was probably in the first game we lost, but just because the map we won was so like inspiring. I don't know. That
I was talking about that earlier. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I remember you rocked the Genji.
The King's Row. Yeah, that the final fight.
I was watching him, yeah.
King's Row against God Hand. I couldn't remember the team. Yeah.
It was God Hand.
The final fight of that map. That was so fucking exhilarating. my god, my heart was racing because we were either gonna lose, which we ended up losing, but we won that map
Oh
because they had Blade coming into it and we had like no ults, and we were like, okay, there's a very high possibility we lose this map. And I rocked the Blade as it was coming in, and we instantly shut it down. And that was
yeah. I cheered. Like I straight up just screamed as
it was
that happened.
probably that. That was so exciting.
Nice.
God, that was Sebs is cracked. Someone now will pick him up already.
I'm on a break. Not now. I've been playing this game for too damn long.
Fair enough. Take your well-needed break, Sebs.
Right. Rogue.
I would definitely say getting to kill Yeti when we played Meta Rejects. That was definitely easily biggest highlight.
Big.
I mean, I just want to remind everyone, Yeti is undefeated in Transcendence here. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, that. Yeah, or losing. I think we lost. Did we lose a control point round to him? I think, or did we lose an entire map? I think that's number 2.
I don't remember. I want to say that they won that game. So
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
They won 3-1.
Yeah. So I don't know if one of the Yeti played first 2
Oh,
maps.
yeah, he had to play.
So I'm not for certain which.
I think we lost one with him in.
There you go.
So,
See?
yeah, that one.
Oh goodness. All right. Who do we got next?
You got Mirage.
I can't. I'm having my brain is blank right now for my stuff. But I think the first week of Trank, the first team we played, I wasn't there, but we I think one of our supports saved the team. He windowed himself and killed the nano Genji or something. And I remember watching that. It was sick. So I don't know. I can't really think of anything for me, but that's the first thing that comes to mind. I think he'd saved the fight, and
wow,
yeah, it was pretty interesting.
That's nuts. All right, Blur.
For me, I think probably this is a tough one. I think probably playing Orbit, and just beating them 3-1 at the end of the stage 2. I think that felt really good because we had had a rough week of scrims. And that was nice for our DPS to just come in and be able to pop off and have everybody, get a little bit of confidence going into playoffs. And it was really nice just getting that dub.
So congrats, Robe, and the rest of your team for
Yeah.
helping Blur out. They really appreciate it.
No problem. No problem, bro. Honestly, glad to help.
I just want to note 3 of the 6 members of the main roster of Orbit made it into these awards. I'm just saying. They're just sleeping season 5, folks. All right, they're thinking long term. They're already winning season 6, and you don't even know it. Don't even know it.
They're pulling a SF Shock season 1.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go. All right.
Yeah, no, they're just as Monte Cristo would say, they're sandbagging.
Just a little bit,
Huge.
Yeah.
Losing to Dirt was all a ruse,
Yeah.
Yeah. Same here.
Bring the long game.
All right, and last but not least, Spacefire.
Favorite memory.
Yeah.
I would say it would have to be the match versus what team was it against? I can't even remember. But the match we were streamed in. I think it was probably because I think it was the dumbest showcasing of Overwatch I've ever seen.
Yeah, well,
But
I mean, you
were
were versus Good
so-
Boys, so
Yeah, we were versus Good Boys. Yeah, no,
Yep.
Good Boys. Yeah. Just that because I remember watching your cast after the fact, and I want to see the moment. I want to see how they react to this because there's no way he's going to be able to.
I was
keep up
dead
with
by
this
the
one.
end of that night. I'll be honest. I was just floored. I was like, "What?"
Honestly,
is
I don't know how
this?
you would even. I don't know how you casted that, man. I would have just given up.
It had to be one of those entertaining matches.
Oh,
in-
it was
in
fun. I loved it. It was great.
I-
I was just like floored, like over and over again,
We-
with
we've
the
always had a very high
absolute
mechanical skill,
insanity.
I must-
Say again.
Oh yeah, we've always had a very high mechanical skill. Ever since we like drafted our original team for Shanghai Sellouts, which was such a long time ago, and then turned to Requiem. So we sort of just went off that and like, okay, we know we can beat them through sheer skill, even if we have to have a ringer who did know the team structure generally. So it wasn't that.
Miko Ball.
Sebs, you on ball is something I never want to see again.
What do you mean? It was good that match. What?
I was about ready to say it worked out. As long as it works, that's all that matters.
Yes, but there are some things that
It works in matches, not in comp. Okay.
Listen, there are some things I just never want to see again, and Sebs on Wrecking Ball is one of them. Sebs on Sigma,
Damn.
absolutely cracked,
I guess I'll stay on Sigma then.
which is also something I can take credit for.
Oh,
Right on my diva though. That's on me.
True. To be fair,
That's
though,
Zimzif actually.
Oh, true. Wait, what did Zim do? I can't remember last time he did something.
And with Papega, season 1.
Oh,
League
right.
0.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
God,
he was my OG coach.
There's such a storied history of our original team.
Yeah.
I see. For me, I already mentioned this in the Discord VOD, but for me, it has to be. I know that this probably seems super boomer, but the fact that we raised almost 4K for mental health, like that was huge.
Yeah, that's insane.
Like as someone who deals with mental health issues on the daily, and of course,
that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
like,
being in the pandemic has made it like incredibly worse, and just to see that we were able to do that was just
mad respect.
Huge.
Oh yeah, that's actually incredible.
Gizmo, how about you? What is your favorite memory from season 5?
Whew. Honestly, I'm going to have to say just this shout out we got from Zenyatta's voice actor.
Oh, yes.
Like, just the fact that, it's the character that this tournament is based off of, like all the tiers, that we're able to do so much for the community, not only within Overwatch, but because how much money we raised, that we were able to get someone like him to like say, hey, they're going off my character, and that's awesome, and look at all the good they're doing. So that I don't think anything's going to top that. And I used to work in radio, so like just having famous people just recognize you for stuff you've done, it's humbling and awesome. So that's my favorite part of this season.
Well, I do want to point out that actually was paid for, so that was something we requested, but we were actually surprised, first off, that it came back so quickly, because we had ordered it a couple days before that week started, and then on top of that, just the fact that they were able to do it in general, because there was just kind of a questioning about, like, technically, Tranquility isn't a business, but it has business-like aspects, and they're, the typical bureaucracy around things like sponsored videos or whatnot. So it was great to see that Cameo at very least let it slide, so that Fyodor Chin could help us out. It's still one of my favorite, also another one of my favorite memories from this season. So starting back up with Sebs, what would you say is one thing you loved about season 5? So you can go, with specifically your team, you can go like in the Trank tier, how the tournament was run, like whatever aspect you want to note on, that whatever you loved.
Probably the community, honestly. I came in not knowing anybody, and I feel like I was just met with like love and shit. Like I felt like a part of the community as soon as I joined, and it was really nice.
Yes, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what I love.
Everyone was so
place.
chill. It was really nice.
Nice. How about you, Robe?
Loved. I'd say I kind of just I really liked the format, and just that it's like, like mock like Overwatch League kinda esque, and I don't know. I just like competing and stuff. So just like
Nice.
competition.
I will say that that's one thing that the admins really pride themselves on is that we have looked for ways to uh, improve the way that the tournament is run from season to season. Like this season was the first time that they did it wasn't the first time they did stage 2, but was the first time that they bracketed it the way that they did. And I mean, look at how the playoffs have gone. Except for like this previous week with the semifinals where we had quite a bit of 4-0s. Like every other match has been like freaking barn burners, man. Like all the way to 7 maps and beyond. And it's just like what? Like it's just been absolutely amazing seeing people like really either you see those teams that are like trying to climb their way up the ladder and just didn't do so good during the season, or you have those teams that are just neck and neck for one another. Like I think the best matches this season have been always the 4th and 5th seed of every bracket. It's just been absolutely crazy.
And definitely, so I don't know if you know the numbers at all of like roster transactions at the end of this
Oh
season
boy.
compared to last. Yeah,
I have
it
no
was definitely
clue.
a lot better. I'm pretty sure this season. I know last season there was like, how many like full teams just switching, and I don't know. I feel like it worked out a lot better this season, and I know they did the whole SR thing was supposed to be, so it wasn't like 4.4 players that were just used to switching teams constantly or whatever. I know
Yep.
was a point, and I think it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, our admins do an amazing job, folks. Give them lots of love. How about you, Mirage?
I'd agree with the community thing. I think it's really good, tight knit community, and I also came in here not really knowing like too many people, but I also the admins, like I really appreciate everything that the you guys do and the admins do to make the community a good place, and a lot of the fun stuff you guys do, like the podcast and stuff. It's different, and it's nice too, knowing that like the you guys put in so much effort, and you actually care. So
Well, I would like to say that we put into it what you all put into it. So you give us your best, and we give you our best, and I think that that's pretty awesome. And I feel you. I came into this community with 2 children, and now I have like 8. So it's it's crazy, man. I don't know how this stuff happens. Blur, how about you?
Sorry, it's the question is what have I most enjoyed about Trank this year?
What did you love about season 5?
I think probably I enjoyed like I think the podcast a lot was a lot of fun this year.
Good to know somebody watches it.
And I think getting to just kind of like the community in general is really awesome. Like getting to play those matches and talk about them and have like a community that's centered on competition but fun at the same time was awesome.
And I think that's something that we really pride ourselves on, is that you have a lot of communities out there that focus so much on the competitive nature of it, but they don't focus on kind of like trying to build additional supports around teams to where that they can see that it's a competition, but it's also just a game. Like we're all here to have fun, we're all here to spend time with one another and have a good time. So I think of all the communities I've ever been part of, Tranquility does a really great job of that. So pat on the backs, admins and Cav, pat on the backs. All right, Spacefire, what you got?
I enjoyed the level of play. As a coach, it was actually more challenging for this than GGNA.
Really?
I think because there was a more consistent level. There was a more consistent level of competition, and because of there were a lot more higher SR teams. Godhand, for one example, and you were allowed to have these higher SR players, there was a certain level of competition that you couldn't find in Masters tournaments, but still allowed to be good for players, for a lot of my players who may have not been at the GM level yet.
Me.
Yeah, Sebs, Nemo, Divinity, a lot of them weren't necessarily ready for a GM tournament potentially. Potentially just didn't have the experience, or well, not experience, but didn't have the mechanical skill yet, and needed to go up against some better talent that wouldn't completely overwhelm them. And I think Tranquility was a good step for them if they want to continue. I know Snipes is. I've actually invited Snipes to a couple tryouts with the team that I'm managing now.
Nice.
So I know for those of my players who want to continue on, they now have experience against harder players. And for those who didn't, they got the chance to improve. Sebs, I know you need a break. I don't know. I hope you continue. You're an amazing competitor, so and you're a fantastic person to coach. So I would really hope you do continue in the future. You know.
Oh.
Let me just say 4.5 real quick.
No, listen. I coach smaller teams on the side. I can make space for you.
Oh goodness. Well, I have to agree with what some of you have said this season, that I love the structure of how things have been this season. Like I was saying earlier, the matches have been really close, especially going into the playoffs. I think we've done really well of figuring out a way that works to figure out kind of who's better matched against who. And that was something I can be honest about. We were, as the admin, they were kind of worried that things wouldn't work out the way that they actually did. So, especially with letting so many new teams into the tournament. So, the fact that it turned out the way that we hoped it would, and that all the work was not for naught, and we've got some freaking incredible playoffs out of it, and everyone had a good time and didn't feel like they were getting gypped by some superstar team is I feel that's a good work on the admin's part. Worked out really well. So, Gizmo, how about you? What's one thing you loved about season 5?
I think probably casting again, because I didn't cast last season, unfortunately. I was too busy playing on a team. So casting, definitely, and especially casting with you, Jack.
Oh God.
I'm seriously, because you're like, I'm not just saying it, but like you're the one I've casted with the most this season.
Yep.
And it's so entertaining sometimes just to cast with you that it feels like it doesn't matter who you're with. It's just you're natural and able to adapt to whoever you're casting with, and it's just awesome to have someone like that in Tranquility.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of been my thing. Like I started off in a small community, like so I've never had like an OTP, like the one that I work with and am super fluid with, and we know all of our beats and whatnot. Like some of your pro casters, I've always been the one that like trains casters to like grow and move on. So it's been a pleasure, that's for sure. All right, what's our next question there, Gizmo?
Okay. What is one thing you like to see added or improved upon for season 6? Start with you, Sebs.
That's a good question, actually.
That's why we asked it.
Yeah, I know. Oh, smart question to ask.
We're big brain over here.
Yeah. Probably. No, a lot of things were really good. Formatting was good. I think I don't know how you would do this because I am not in any sort of like a management position for a league, so I have no clue how you do this.
Yep.
Try to make like a more stability on teams, but like that's not even your fault.
Yep, that's not.
Like it's not in your control, but that was like really the only like big problem. It was just teams like breaking apart.
Yep.
But I don't know how you would even do that. But like I don't know, man. A lot of things were very, very good.
Well, I'm glad that you said that because that's actually probably one of the biggest problems that we're running into right now. See that being a part of multiple organizations on the staff, I was part of Rose Cup, now OTC Rose.
Mm-hmm.
When they did season 3, and we had 110 teams, and whoa,
Holy crap.
let me tell you how many teams disbanded that season. Holy crap, man! It was nuts.
That's scary.
It was nuts. So I think that Tranquility is trying to find a good balance, because we realize that, first off, I would say that we pride ourselves on being a pretty great community. And so, of course, we don't want to limit ourselves to keeping people out. We always want to try to keep our doors open, but by keeping our doors open, that means we have to increase the number of teams from season to season. That's why this last season, I think we topped at 66, somewhere around there.
Oh, wow.
And so now that's the problem we're starting to run into, is kind of the, like, we have those teams that we know will kind of stand strong because they've been part of the tournament forever, but this season we had a lot of new teams that came in, and then of course there's stuff that you can't anticipate. Like, I think GDH was one of those things that we couldn't anticipate. Like, they were doing
that was
so
unfortunate.
great, and shit happens. I think that was very similar with Ghostly Peppers at the beginning of the season. Like, they were ready, raring to go, and then just like a couple of their teammates just had a really big, personal issue or something like that happened. So, there's just a lot that you can't account for, but we try to vet teams as best we can. So, it's definitely something we're looking to try to keep in the back of our minds going forward. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do about it, but we do try to vet teams as best we can before the season starts. So we'll definitely keep an eye out. All right, Robe, how about you?
Yeah, that is a hard question, honestly, because, like, I don't know if there's that much more you could do other than what he said about the teams, but yeah, you can't even control that. And I feel like you did kind of you already tried to fix it, and I feel like it did help a little bit, because I feel like last season was a little bit worse, just with like teams switching up complete rosters and disbanding. I don't know if that was just in my head or not, but I feel like everything's overall, really good. I don't know.
Awesome. All right, how about you, Mirage? Oh, did we lose Mirage again? Oh, there you are.
No, I'm here.
He's alive. He's alive.
I agree. It's just a team thing. Like, people, teams disbanding, I think, is the biggest thing. And like they said before me, there's nothing you can really do to control that. I think in any league, that's likely to happen at least once or twice, at the very least. So, that's just the way things go. Other than that, I mean, I can't really think of anything else to improve. I mean, most of the stuff that like doesn't work or goes wrong is out of your control, because you guys are only half of it. The other half are the people who participate in it, and you can't force or control people to do anything. So you just have to kind of like set the foundation for it and just see how it goes.
Yep, there is a little bit of luck when it comes to this stuff, for sure. You just gotta kind of hope that you've done your best, and then you just kind of let the simulation run itself at that point, and try to account for things as they happen. So, Blur, how about you?
So I think probably I have the same thing every single year, or every season, and that's just remove the teabagging rule. But other than that, I don't think anything.
Well, I think the only reason we do that is some people have gotten a little carried away. So, if we could assure that,
what if we limit it to a tactical crouch, just one dip?
oh my god,
No excessive teabagging.
oh my goodness,
just one dip, as Sinatra
just
said.
one dip of the tea bag. All right, you know what? This video will be up for the admins to watch, and it will be up for them to debate. So we shall see how that goes. Personally, I don't know. I'm indifferent about it. Like, I can understand how it really tilts people, and people will use that to their advantage. But it's like, if you're skilled enough, do you really need it?
Strategy.
Yeah, is it
Yeah,
it's part of the strategy?
Yeah, you have to practice your mental toughness.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. All right, Spacefire, how about you?
So there are two types of community tournaments. There's ones like these in League Zero, which are much smaller, and there's the ones like GGNA, which are massive.
Yep.
And the strength of community one runs is that it's easier to establish storylines, but I feel like Trank could be better about using the size of its leagues to maybe do what League Zero does, where they stream maybe one or two more matches or find ways to put them up. Because I feel like having more pronounced storylines, and having everyone know what's going on in the matches would intensify the feeling of a community and rivalry.
Okay.
And I feel like you would, because like that's one thing that I found League Zero did really well, was like every match was in some way at least archived.
Gotcha.
Which made like other people interested in the other matches, and that brought a greater sense of, man, which team is the best, which team is stuff like that, and it started creating rivalries, and people would tune in for like certain player matchups.
Gotcha.
And I feel like that should be something that should be potentially looked into. I know there's logistics issues with it, but I think like even just having the matches archived in some way could bring in a greater sense of community and make people more interested in the other teams, or just give greater presence online.
Okay.
I do kind of agree with that one, actually.
Okay.
And yeah, not even it being like casted or anything.
Yeah,
but
just
like
it's
just
being there.
Like something like football or like any other like league with like not that many teams, like just like watching film and stuff. I think that's a cool aspect, and it's just another thing teams could do to like be better.
All right. Well, I will note that our staff is rather small, so that kind of challenge would require some expounding of the staff to make happen. One of the things that Booth and Juke, his predecessor, did really well about, despite having all the teams that we had, is always trying to make it so that at least every team got their shot in the spotlight for that reason. So that every team
they did a good job of doing that.
Yeah.
It's just like a suggestion, like something that if you do get your hands on the staff, it could be done. Because of course a lot of things are limited by staff, but I think that could.
I wouldn't even say that it's just staff either. If you think about it, like I said, we had about 66 teams this season. That's 33 matches every week.
No, that's definitely not all matches. Like,
and then we'd have to. The issue would then be either we'd have to have someone either there with the team to record it, or the team would have to record it and then somehow get the VOD to us, or they would have to send us the replay codes, and we all know how replay codes have been this season. So
definitely.
Yeah.
Like, again, this is all like hypothetically
I'm just throwing you back the admin answer so you know what's going through
obviously.
our heads.
Yeah, obviously. That's what I guess.
I feel like that would be a really great idea, though. Like, if we had a way, I think that was one of the reasons we did the Sunday YouTube videos, is because we wanted to make it so that teams had more opportunities. Like, we already do 3 feature matches a week plus the YouTube video, so that at least got 4 on it. And I think I think it's more so between season 5 and 6, we have to look at either expanding the staff or getting some more, I guess, dedicated staff.
One suggestion could be like looking for like asking me, hey, who wants to cast matches? Who wants to just cast matches? In the, just like I just throw that out there, like see, like throw a few guidelines of what they can and can't do, and just say, hey, if you want to use your stream for this, go ahead, and give them like an overlay or something like that, and they could that could be a way that you could get the community involved and maybe try to get a few more streams up, even if your staff isn't able to handle more than a few a week.
That's true. I think with that aspect, we'd start running into people that might go rogue. So
yeah,
there's a reason. There's a reason that this podcast is recorded. Just saying. Unfortunately, we've had some people go rogue before, but I would agree that there. I wish there were some options, and I'm sure that there are, and I'm sure that this is something that the staff are thinking about. But as you said, the biggest thing that we want to do is to create a sense of community, create some rivalries, and I think if we can find the staff or the technology to do so, that will make it a more streamlined process so we can get more VODs out, even if it's just the game itself and nothing else, then I think we can find a way to make it work.
Yeah, so, I mean, like it all comes down to what you can effectively do, and at the end of the day, you guys are doing a lot already.
Yeah.
So I don't like whether or not you can is again, it depends on what you guys even have available.
Yep.
But if you ever do get that available, I think it would definitely bring Tranquility as a league to a different level, and make it so much more investing. So it would be so easy to get invested in rivalries, stuff like that. So I felt like it was harder to get to know the other teams as a whole, from either play style or to their players, stuff like that. And I felt like if you were busy or didn't have time to constantly be on the Discord, it would be hard to really connect with the community in other ways.
I can definitely understand that. It's something we can I feel like that's something we can look into for sure. I think that's something.
Yeah, that's my view, and I have a limited scope of things.
No, that's all right. We appreciate it. That's definitely something we can look into. For me, we need more casters.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so tired. I'm so tired this season. I mean, I love you all so dearly, but I did not want to cast half the matches this season.
Oh, that would.
That's viable.
What are you saying? Are you saying you aren't strong enough?
I am plenty strong enough. I'm still doing this, and I'll be doing the Transcendence playoffs or grand finals. So I mean, I'm not done yet. So, but dear gods, man, it has been.
And part of that grand final is going to last a while too.
Yeah, and part of that has just been the fact that we have a lot of people who want to cast, but they also play on teams, and so we've been trying to figure out a good way to make that work, because we also don't want people to just pick up players so that they'll be casters, and then
you could just make it so players can't cast their own teams, or just can't cast in a different division.
Well, I wasn't even thinking in that aspect, but having them, one of the things that we worry about is people will add casters to their roster just to like bring down their SR average, and then those casters would just never play. And so we want to figure out like a. Well, that's the thing, is that we're looking for ways to maybe circumvent that, so that people that want to play and cast might not be restricted by the rule that every player has to play every active match. Because that's, especially on Wednesdays, that was one of the things we've been running into, is that there are very few of us that don't play. So, as Gizmo said earlier, Gizmo and I did a lot of matches together, because pretty much we're one of the few that are available on Wednesdays when everybody else is playing.
Maybe moving different divisions to different days if possible.
It's all in the cards. All those things we're thinking about right now.
Definitely.
We're trying to figure out a way, but either way, I would just really appreciate not casting half the matches next season. Just please, guys, come on, help me out.
I can hear the pain in your voice.
Oh, yeah. It's just like, please. All right, Gizmo, how about you? What's one thing that you would like to see added or improved upon going into Season 6?
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that. Just more casters. You did a lot more than me, but I think the other thing too, and partially to blame on this, is starting the beat drop a lot earlier. Which we had a little hiccup, but me and you caught us up. So
yeah, I think next season we've got better plans for that. So I'm not too worried about that one. So.
And I'm planning to come back and do it and actually start it correct.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll definitely make sure to start it on a good foot. The only issue we'll have trying to do preseason stuff is we won't have any matches to put on in the background. So everybody's playing arcade games for the first couple months. Oh goodness. All right, so we got one last question before we start kicking y'all out of here, and that is. We got 2 teams remaining, folks. The Transcendence tier finals is this Wednesday. Good Boys versus Tempo. Starting at Seb's on the way down. Who do you think's gonna win the grand championship?
Tempo. I want Lily to win again.
All right. Robe.
Lily can't take the pain of losing in yet another grand finals.
Oh no.
What if he loses to a Brig Shield though?
Oh man.
Don't stop. What if he loses in a 4-3?
Robe, what do you got?
I'm gonna go with my boy Cap and just say Good Boys.
All right. Mirage.
I think Tempo takes it.
Blur.
I don't know why anybody is saying Good Boys. I think if Hogfish, Otaku, or potentially even Orbit was put on the same bracket place as Good Boys, all of them would be in the finals. I really think Tempo outskills Good Boys 100-0 here. 4-0.
All right. Dang, even giving a score with it. Jeez. All right, Spacefire, how about you? What does your coaching instinct say?
All right, so I'm just gonna say, a couple weeks ago, we literally had a fashion flank Good Boys. Secondly, I also think Lily is extremely smart. I'm definitely sure he has a hand in the strategy department of his team.
Okay.
They play very much like we used to in the days of GGNA. So I can already I already see that the way they play is very disciplined. So I think they may lose a few maps to some weird strategies, but their overall play and discipline will keep them in it, and able to bounce back even without some sort of amazing off-brand strategy.
Gotcha.
But yeah, no, they're a very talented team, and I think Lily's going for the 3 championships in 1 year. He's on a hot streak.
Yeah. I mean,
he was me and him worked together for 2 of them. So,
how about that?
I know he's got what it takes.
Well, I am very much a numbers guy, and I gotta tell you, the numbers ain't in Good Boys' favor. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it just isn't.
Okay, but all right. So here's what I'm gonna say though.
Yeah.
That the division the Good Boys were in were boosted. It's like the you know how in Overwatch League the Atlantic division in season 2 was a joke. It's like that. It's a division difference.
Maybe, but I mean, it was Swiss style for stage 2, so
True.
You can't say that it was all about where they were placed in stage 1, because everybody ended up facing some crazy stuff. And if Good Boys had a hard time taking down Requiem, who was third
they didn't
seed,
take us down. That's the thing.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If they already had a hard time with Requiem, oh man,
they're gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, it's not gonna be a pretty one. I hope they bring it all. I hope they bring all they got. But
I hope it's a good game.
What was the Dirt Requiem score?
3-1.
It was 3-1.
They took Eichenwald, and that was it.
That map doesn't exist.
I had a very stern talking to my players after that.
No.
It was all part of the strategy, Spacefire, don't you know?
Did Orbit play tempo? I don't even know if we did. I don't think we did.
I don't know.
I don't think you ever did.
We didn't. So I'm not even sure, dude.
How about you, Gizmo? What do you think? Good boys or tempo?
You know what? Tempo took down my boy Cryptic, and I'm boys with capital, so I'm gonna go good boys. I'm gonna go with the underdog story. I'm gonna go with the underdog story.
Yes.
Normally, I would be with the underdog, but we're talking about the finals now. That's gonna be one.
He's a numbers guy. He can't go away.
That's gonna be one heck of an underdog story. That's why I was trying to pop Otaku there. Like I thought Otaku had a good shot at it, but. You look at the numbers; it's gonna be a rough one. Good boys are gonna have to pull out some crazy strats there. So
they're on a good run, man.
They are making a good run. I will give them that. We are at the end of our night, which means it's time to get you all out of here. Server Kick trivia tonight because we're lazy. It's Overwatch interactions again, but they're new interactions. So if you had them last time, they won't be the same. Ha 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 ha. So the way this works is that we will give you a piece of trivia, and you will say your name as the buzzer. So if I'm Sebs, I'll say Sebs, and then myself or Gizmo will call on you. If you get the answer correct, you get to choose who to kick out of the lobby. If you get the answer wrong, then you yourself get kicked from the lobby.
So wait, how does the buzzer work? Do we just have to say...
You just say your name. So, Spacefire.
Yep, got it.
There you go. So
Space forgets his name.
There you go. Just in case you forgot. So tonight is Overwatch interactions. So that means each piece of trivia has 2 heroes associated with it. So you have to give both heroes that are associated with the trivia.
I was hoping to be game mechanics interactions. I'm like, oh, this is right up my alley.
Nah, we don't do anything that big brain around here.
Dang.
I mean, honestly, it's surprising that people don't know Overwatch voice lines that you can use. Like we stump people on that too. So it's been a good time. It's been a good time. All right, Gizmo, you go ahead and pick the first one. We got 5 in the lobby. So
can I just say how difficult these are for me because I always want to sound like the character, but
yes,
I got
I know you're an aspiring voice actor, but you got to let that go for a minute.
All right. So first one is, so what are we doing here, boss? I need to pay a visit to a friend.
Because we don't get copyrighted.
Mirage. I'm just gonna take a guess. I think it's Sombra and Reaper.
Woo! Ding 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 ding! That is correct.
Legend.
So what are we doing
Legend.
here, boss? I need to pay a visit to a friend. Is on Oasis.
Yep,
that is correct. Who
what
are
a
we
legend!
picking?
Holy shit!
He's insane.
I would have assumed it would have been a new.
So Barrage, let me let you know of the choosing rules. You can't pick me or Gizmo because we run in this ship, and you can't pick yourself because it's all cutthroat here. So I'm sorry because I know that you said that you needed to go probably like 20 minutes ago, but you gotta kick somebody else out.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pick Blur. Let's get him out of here, boys.
I hate you so much. I haven't gotten a chance to play the fucking game.
Blur, were you the first one out during Otaku?
No, I was the second one out, but I didn't even get a chance to answer any questions.
Sad, Blur, we gotta send you on your way. Any last words?
I hate you.
If good boys win the finals, I will shave my head.
Cool.
Whoa!
All right.
Whoa! Yeah.
Start paying attention to
All right.
Blur's Twitter.
Sideshow here, huh?
All right.
Blur, by the way, if you don't go through with it, I'm just gonna say the admins have the right to kick you from Tranquility for all time.
Aw.
Well, I really
we wouldn't
won't
do
because
that.
if,
We wouldn't do
if
that.
good boys win,
Well,
I don't.
No, you have to. Listen, you have to levy some punishment for putting out this level of fighting words and not going through with it.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, Blur, thank you for being with us. And, man, I could have swore I cleaned this window last time. Goodness gracious. Still so blurry. Crazy. All right. And then there were 4. Let's see. What questions we got? All right. A pleasure to see a colleague at work.
Shit.
A pleasure to see a colleague at work.
Spacefire.
Spacefire.
Sombra?
And remember, it's an interaction. There's 2 people involved.
Oh, wait. Sombra and Widowmaker.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You are on the right track, though. You are on the right track. It is 2 Talon members.
Yep, it is. It is 2 Talon members, but they're a little bit more big brain. You see, that's actually Sigma saying that to an allied Moira when she gets a kill. So
see, there's where the colleague comes in because they're.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm out.
You are out, Spacefire. Any last words?
The imposter.
No, we don't say you get to dip because then I don't get to do my little kick you message.
Sedge.
That's not cool. Man. Well,
like
Spacefire, thank you for dipping yourself, I guess. But you know what? You were in space and you were flying high, but you fell to Earth. That's Sedge, man. Sedge. All right. 3 remaining. Who will it be?
That one's too easy.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it might be fun.
Nah, it's just too obvious. All right, here we go. Stay close to me. Of course. How else can I bail you out when you get into trouble?
Yo, it's like I don't use my ears. This is crazy.
I want to say that this is really common, too, because I hear this relatively often.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Mirage. Farah and Mercy?
Ooh! No, it's not. Actually, it is Reinhardt with his lovely assistant, Brigitte. Because
really? That's not a Mercy one?
Yep, nope, that's not a Mercy
it's
one.
Brigitte. So, it gave you a little, it's like, stay close to me. Of course. How else can I bail you out when we get into trouble? Is what she says.
Oh, I remember.
See, when I start to kind of do the voice, it kind of sounds, even though I don't sound anything like Brigitte, it helps. But yes, that is Brigitte.
All right, Mirage. It was great having you, but we gotta send you on your way. Any last words?
No, just GG's, guys. Thanks for a great season, and I appreciate everything you guys do for the players.
No problem. We hope to see you back next season, but for now, the illusion fades. The illusion fades, you know, because of Mirage. All right, let's go. Move on to our next one. Oh, we've been going at this 2 hours. I'm pretty much done at this point. So let's go ahead and get to our last one.
Let's go, Robe. We haven't said anything.
Yeah, I'm just playing
honestly,
the waiting game.
Honestly, that's how most people get, like, at least one of the people in every beat drop we've done. This is number 20, I believe. And every time, it's always a person that's answered questions or at least has talked more than the other person who hasn't said a dang thing. And they just make it to the end by being ultra quiet. It's awesome.
Yeah, if it was like mechanics or something, you know, I'd be good at that. But I don't know. It feels like I've never heard any of these. It's crazy.
Well, we're kind of picking bottom of the barrel at this point because like we've already done this.
so many. Yeah.
We've done this a couple of times already, so some of these might be a little bit more uncommon. So, last one, and actually you'll get a little bit of a hint in the phrase.
Ooh.
Oh, he's doing that one.
Boy. Oh.
Give Dr. Winston my regards.
Robe.
Robe for
taking-
the dub.
I'll take my chances here. Okay, I actually have to think of the second one, but Tracer and I don't know, Soldier. I don't know, man.
Oh my goodness!
Wow. No, that was not the direction I was seeing that going, actually. So the hint in it, give Dr. Winston my regards, is that Winston is actually one of the characters.
Yes,
I was trying to help you out there, but
it's Sigma.
I guess that's his guy, isn't it? That's his.
So
that's who he's named
That's
after.
who he's named after is Dr. Harold Winston.
I'll take
and
the
so
loss.
that
Dude,
happens.
I'm too good.
That happens every time.
Outbrained me. I don't know what to say.
That happens every time Sigma eliminates an enemy Winston. That's
that was harsh.
Yo, I played so much Sigma.
For those who don't know, Sigma actually worked in Lunar Colony at one point with Dr. Winston, so that's
that was actually one of the lines I saw. It was like it's great to be back here again, or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm a Sig one trick. I don't know that one.
Dang, that's rough, fam. But you skated by and Robe. You took a chance and you tripped over yourself, fam. You're gonna head out the door right now. Any last words?
Say good season, despite us sandbagging at the end. But that's it.
All right. Well, Robe, thank you so much for being here. But looks like you got caught on a doorknob. Ooh. A little revealing.
Dude, I'm just too good.
A little too much. Sebs, congratulations. You are the ultimate, the plus ultra, as my daughter has been watching way too much My Hero Academia. You have gone above and beyond, and as the award winner victor, you now get to you get the floor to yourself to say whatever you want without being contested, and nobody gets to find out until the VOD comes out. So
let's go.
Go for it, Sebs.
All I need to say is that I'm the smartest person here. I mean, I played the long con, and now I'm here last. But in all seriousness, GG's. This was a really fun league. Very much considering coming back just as like a solo, because I don't know if Rec's going to continue, so I might just go LFT in Trank. But yeah, this was a really fun season. I really love this league. It was a lot of fun, and hope it continues and pops off.
Well, we're definitely not going anywhere, and we hope you don't either. Thank you so much, folks. We are getting to the end of the road here on the BeatDrop. We got one last recording to do for the Harmony tier, which based on when we're doing this is going to be tomorrow night. So actually, this will be tomorrow night for you all as well when this comes out. Now that I think about it, because this will be on a Thursday night. So be sure to tune in for that. And then afterwards, we have the All-Stars, which means we might take a week off depending on when we get the results for that. And then we might do a special closer episode. So it will we'll have to see kind of what happens with scheduling and whatnot as we head into the finals and all-stars. But we want to thank you all so much. It was a lot of hard work to put all these out, and we appreciate you continuing to stop by here on YouTube to check out these VODs and spend some time with us here on the BeatDrop. It has been amazing, but that's all the time that we have. My name's Captain Jack.
And I'm Gizmo Charmander. We'll see you next time.
Drop the beat.